Coach. Good morning. In David Pallison's great little book here, How Does Sanctification Work? He's got a great principle that he describes. He says, core premise of the book: ministry unbalances truth for the sake of relevance. Theology rebalances truth for the sake of comprehensiveness. Did you catch that? Ministry unbalances truth for the sake of relevance, of speaking into a particular situation. Theology rebalances that truth for the sake of comprehensiveness. And as I've had the chance to talk to a few of you this week, just flowing out of last week's sermon, talking about sin and just our nature as sinners, and how I said Sunday that our main problem is my sin. It's not other people. It's not other things. My sin is my main problem. All right. So what I was doing in the sermon and in that moment here in particular is I'm unbalancing the truth. I'm unbalancing truth. That's my main problem. It doesn't mean that's our only problem, but I'm trying to draw attention to our own sin, to my sin, and not look to what other people do and say and how that impacts me, right? That I am the applesauce pouch. I have sin that just comes readily out of me, exploding across the room, right? That's an unbalanced truth, because there are lots of other problems in lives, in my life, in your life, and in particular, thinking of just various forms of suffering that other people's sin, and then just the reality of sin in general, and how it's impacted this world, that the creation has been cursed because of Adam's sin, so that we have a very real suffering that is a result of that natural world being cursed, so that there are viruses, there is cancer, and that has a massive impact on our lives. That is a profound form of suffering and difficulty. Not only that, other people's sin has a profound impact and mode of suffering in our lives as well. So that when people sin against us, when there is abuse, when there is harm that is done, that has a very real impact. That's a very tangible form of suffering and impact on your life. So I don't want to minimize that. I don't want to just dismiss that form of suffering. So I hope you didn't hear that. There's an unbalance in the truth, hopefully to drive the point home of the core nature of sinfulness that is inherent to all of us. While our broader theology of suffering has within its scope an understanding of the profound impact of sin in all facets of life, and how that plays out through kind of the natural evil of viruses and cancer and hurricanes, and moral evil of people that sin against us. So don't want to dismiss that, and hope that you have that broader theology framework that helps balance that truth back out. So this Sunday, we're going to continue in the sermon series. God willing, Pastor Hoken will be preaching if baby Bjorn isn't born. So he'll be preaching and continuing the series, focusing on sin's pervasiveness, looking at Romans 1. Also, this Sunday, we're making a change. We have grown to the point where I think it's wise for us to move locations, still at Forest Elementary, but we're going to move from the meeting for the service in the cafeteria to the gym. All right, so there'll be the signs up, and we'll be there to greet you, of course, on Sunday. But we're going to move into the gym for our service. That's also going to free up the cafeteria for us to be able to start having children's ministry functions during the service for the youngest among us. So just plan for that. Just want to give you a heads up. Also, this Sunday, we're going to have our members meeting following the service. A little change there. We are going to plan on doing that at the school, at the playground. So we've had our habit over the summer here of just eating lunch out there. So we're going to do our members meeting out there. We're going to have lunch provided. So just come, please bring a folding chair or something like that. There's, I think, 4 or 5 picnic tables there, but bring a folding chair with you so you can come and sit and eat. We'll get the kids squared away with some food, and then we'll start the meeting as we eat together. So hope you, especially members, can plan on joining us. That's what's coming up this weekend. God willing, looking forward to seeing you.